opportunities to maybe get something there. The eighth couldn't quite pull it out.
Yeah, I think that's probably when, I mean, no blame on that, but like the way the game's set up, that's probably your offensive shot to get back into it in the eighth when you got first and third one out. And somehow when we score the run, it's first and second one out, and we just can't get that next hit. Yeah, that's what it's felt like for the last 7 weeks.
What's it like about Sam?
I mean, he was on it for 5 innings. The velo was as good as we've seen it. There's some 4 pitches in there. I think if you evaluate the start, there were some pitches in there and some at-bats in there early when he was not even getting hit that probably caused the pitch count to get a little too high on 6 days rest, and he kind of ran out of gas. So I think if he's efficient in there, he probably pitches into the 6th or 7th.
Well, what was your thought process in keeping him in there and not holding him?
Well, he felt good, and then I'm trying to think how the inning went. The double, he gets the other guy hits the 3-run homer, and then the 2-run homer, we're done. So it happened quicker than we probably wanted to. And you're trying to get Sauces on a limited pitch count, Galvan's on how long he can go. Like we were trying to just get Spud out there in the 6th and try to piece it together tonight.
How can you evaluate the offense tonight? I mean, Jimenez and Williamson with both home runs. What are you seeing out there?
I think those guys executed the plan at a certain point against that left-hander. They got a ball up and they both hit it well. I forgot how we scored the other run. I think it was on the Lex little single to the left, and they misplayed it, and we scored that run there. But those guys, Willie and Antonio, have been on it for a while.
Runners in scoring position, at least in situational hitting, was a rarity for both of them tonight. I think Baylor only even had one hit in that situation. Just what does it take to succeed in that sort of thing, and how are you able to teach that? Or
yeah, you have to. You don't have a choice. That's not something that's worked on before they get here ever. Some people have a knack for it, but even those guys eventually. The difference in college baseball now than when I played is every single game's on video, right? So everything's out there, all the tendencies, every hole that you have. And if you don't have a plan to execute up there in a tight situation, you're not going to have success. So we do try to work on that. Obviously, we need to be better.
You honored the seniors before the game tonight. I know a lot of those guys played a big role, especially in your first year last season, helping the team get back to a regional. What can you say about what those guys have done for you?
It's a special group. That's why I kept my sunglasses on for most of that stuff, like Dom Castellano and Lex, and you can go down the list. Stags, like special kids. I think they bought into what UCF means, not only to myself but our program. And I think wearing that UCF on your chest means a lot to them, and you're special to me.
Backs against the wall now. What's the message to the team?
You got one more chance. That's all I know for sure. We got one more chance to come out here tomorrow and compete your tail off and play with your brothers and get after it. I told him after the game, it was hard to come up with words because up until that last ground ball, it didn't cross my mind that we weren't going to figure out a way to score there. But 3 of the most upsetting moments of my life were taking this jersey off for the last time. And we need to cherish at least one more shot to put this thing on and go down there as a family and compete our tails off.
what is your message to the team after this one, and how do you kind of rally them? Like, it's not all the way entirely known yet, but if it is going to be the last time tomorrow, just
same thing I just said. Like, you got one more chance to play with your family and compete and get after it on this field with UCF on your chest. Cherish that.
Take us back though in your last game. You knew it was your last game. You knew
Pretty
much
much.
going into it.
Yeah, pretty much. It was against Jacksonville here. Similar situation. I can remember. You're hoping maybe you get a chance to play professional baseball. So I didn't know if it was my last game forever, but I knew it was probably the last time. Because at that time, Coach hadn't offered me a chance to coach yet, so I thought it might be the last time that we put that thing on. And I could still remember walking up the stairs. Got to hit my last step better than that part.
It goes fast.
It does.
And especially for these guys now with the program year over year.
Yes, yeah. And some of these guys like Lex have been here the whole time. Don Castellano's been here the whole time. And it's going to be tough for them. It's going to be tough for them. And hopefully we get some help tonight and we can win again tomorrow, get some help tomorrow, and extend this thing.
You got hit in your last at bat. You padded that record, right?
It's a single in the 6th hole.
Oh, okay.
Chopper in the 6th hole. So.
Okay, I thought you said you got hit.
No,
Sorry.
you got a hit.
You got hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You'll remember the last one, I promise.
Yeah. Okay.
We talked about the off-script stuff yesterday. Did you see any changes in that department today?
Well, the one off-script play was when the field's a little choppy right now. There's more sand in that area of the field than there is grass. That's why you saw their grass kind of falling down. and Boone falls down on that bunt. I don't think that actually hurt us because we ended up the way that thing worked out. That first one was going to score. We got another out. We got out of the inning, but that was probably really the only off-script thing besides the delay steal that we threw away. I don't think we were unprepared for the delay steal. We just didn't execute the throw.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.